Hi, it's Victoria here from Brown Power Life, and I am going to talk about speed dating. So last week I went speed dating for the very first time. I've been single for about 18 months and I've been online dating and yeah, it's a bit of a shit show. So I thought, there's something about meeting someone in person. You can kind of get that energy exchange and you can feel something, right? So one of my friends said, hey, I went speed dating. Do you want to come to the next round? I was like, why not? Let's go. So put on my glad rags, put on some lippy, ran a comb through my hair and off I went. And we had 17 men and women there, and so we went in, got a name badge and a score sheet, and all the ladies sat down and all the men waited, and then we started, and we had 5-minute dates each. I had some good conversations with some fellas, but a couple of guys I was just like mind blown. Who are these people? One guy for about 4 minutes of the date telling me how women will go after people like Harvey Weinstein to get their money, and so when they're raped they kind of knew it was gonna happen. And Bill Cosby, but did he really? Even though he's a convicted rapist, did he? And I was like get the fuck out of my face. And I was really excited about meeting this guy because he was like this big fat guy, and he was just like, he seemed like, I was like, yeah, I want to meet him. And he sat down and then all this shit came out of his mouth and I was like, bitch, bye. And then so he went away. I took a big afterwards and I was like exhaling the bullshit, and this other guy sat down and I was like, hello, he looks nice, and we were having a great conversation. He was making me laugh. He was another British guy and I was just like, oh my god, this might be a match. And towards the end of our conversation he said, so what do you do for a living? And I told him, and he said, hang on a minute, you're not one of those Me Too movement people, are you? And I was like, yeah, you are too, right? He was like, oh man, no. And I was like, you're joking, right? Tell me you're joking. Because I was waiting for him to be like, Jaya. Of course not. He was like, no, you should look up men getting what they want and men's rights. And I was like, what the fuck? And this is like, literally, this is the end of the day. The bell's ringing. He's walking off. And I'm like, you do identify as a feminist, right? Because I'm thinking like, he was good. Like he's joking. He's doing it to make me laugh because this is insane. And he was just like, no, no, look it up, men's rights. And I was just like, what the fuck is happening in life? So it was a few days ago. I got a match. So there were some nice guys there, and there were others on the extreme. I don't think there were any that were guys who were, into feminism and equal rights and, just the normal type of stuff, being a good human. And this echoes my experience of dating. I've been single, like I mentioned, 18 months, and I've been dating for maybe 9 months, and my experiences have been so shitty. Like, guys, I'm like, yeah, I kind of like him, first day, and maybe going for a second date, and by the second day, they are literally like, this one guy decided, hey, can I have a kiss? You were on my sofa, can I have a kiss? Yeah, have a kiss. Immediately jumped on top of me, laying on top of me, and like, I won't say he was kissing me, more like trying to suffocate me with his mouth. And I'm just like, I literally cannot breathe, like, whoa. And he's like, I'm being passionate. And I'm like, I'm dying. Other guys who on a date will grab my bum or will talk about, within 30 minutes of meeting one guy, asking me what sex positions do I like? Do I have any sex toys? And I was like, what the fuck? So how I deal with these guys, if I go on a date and something goes awry like this, I will stop them and I'll say, hey, I'm not really enjoying this whole conversation right now. You're kind of overstepping some boundaries. Guys have been like, okay, well, I'll stop. And then, sometimes they don't. They can sometimes seem confused. Some guys have said, but what? I'm a guy. I can't handle being around someone so beautiful as you. Oh my God, snooze fest. Clearly you're like some wild animal that can't control your penis. Eye roll. What have your experience been dating? Have you been dating as a fat person? Is it as bad as mine? Worse? Tell me it's gonna get better. Please tell me it's gonna get better. I have hope. You're out there somewhere. If you would like more content like this, then check on under here for the link, which will take you to my Extreme Confidence Makeover. It's a free e-course that has tons more stuff talking about things like this to make your brain feel happy and be able to go out in the world and survive these types of things. See you next time.